been so far? It's been good? I remember sitting in these events, and in fact, I'm going to give you guys an announcement. I'm not doing any training. But I remember sitting in these events, and I remember, like, at some points, my hand was shaking, like my freaking leg was bouncing. I was so frustrated because I wanted to win so bad. How many of you guys have experienced that at all today? All right, sweet. So you're on the right track then. If you're like pissed off and you're like, I don't even know why I'm pissed off. I haven't been here long enough to be pissed off. But then you're in the right place, I promise. So I want to ask you something real fast. What do you think life would be like for you if you overrode everyone in this room? Yeah, if you overrode the whole room, you think you'd look at the business a little different? Yeah, you think you show up a little more excited? They do this whole prospecting training or whatever you're doing, you'd probably be a little more excited about it. So the reason why I tell you that is because that could happen. What if you overrode everyone in the event? You think that'd be good? So even if you just overrode Tenacity, that'd pay you over 200 grand a year. And growing, and that's just now, which is 15, 16, 20 grand a month. That's the whole reason why you're doing this, is to build something big, build an empire. Don't build a little tiny team, build a freaking empire. And as you learn how to do that, there's different things that are going to help you do that. I love Closers College because it's the fundamentals. And if you could have 50 people on your team, 100 people on your team, 1,000 people on your team, even one, some of you are like, man, if I could just get one, that wants it just as bad as me and knows how to do the basics, then we're off to the races. Make sense? Yeah. Tonight, we're running something called the Qualifiers event. I personally believe it's the best part of Wealth Bowl. It's my favorite part of Wealth Bowl. It's the raw, straight to the point, real stuff, no fluff, Q&A. I'm bringing a buddy of mine named J.R. Mejia, him and his wife Michelle. She was a doctor before she was in business. They just took MVP of Guillermo Haro's entire hierarchy at their Wealth Bowl. And he made $139,000 last month. In December, by the way, when you're like, nobody wants a policy in December. Made $139,000. And so he's coming tonight. He's going to speak. She's going to speak. And then we're going to do something like, we might do like an interview Q&A panel type of thing. It's the best thing. But the problem is it's a qualifiers event. So you're supposed to qualify. So you had to do 1, 1, 3, 3, 5, 5, 10, 10, 20, 20, 30, 30. Something like that. Make sense? Guys, I have a guy on my team who 60 days ago did 30, 30, 30 his first month. He had 21 directs, 31 policies, 5 inactivity transfers, and his base did another 12 recruits. And you can't get 3? You know what I mean? So it's a mentality thing more than it is anything. But this is the thing. I was talking to Dan about it, and I said, hey, I remember being so hungry to win, but I kept getting my teeth kicked in, and I couldn't figure out why I wasn't winning. And it wasn't that I didn't want it, it just wasn't working yet. And I want to tell you guys, how many of you guys are frustrated with where you're at in the business right now? Be honest. Because you ain't the only one. Look around. A lot of people. There is such a thing as a time factor to it. You got to put in the time. Everyone has a window of opportunity when it will work for you and when you're going to get your break. Some people get their break faster than other people do. But I promise you, if you just keep going, it works eventually. Got it? If you work, it works. Say that. If you work, it works. Okay, the question is, are you working? So tonight, what we did, instead of us doing the qualifiers, we've decided, the man actually just walked in who called the shot, and he's like, you know what, Jay, I think we should. We're opening it to everybody officially. But there is a downside to that, which is that the room is only seated for 400 people. And we already have over 650 checked in on registration. So, with that being said, what do you think that tells you? It's first come, first served. That's it. Okay? And we were already told that if there's not a seat for you, then they will ask you to leave. Because apparently it's a fire hazard or something. Where if we have people not in seats, it could possibly cause a fire. Something like that. So, it doesn't make sense to me, but that's the rule, I guess. With that being said, we're going to have doors open at 6. Okay? They're going to open at the next room where the MD-SMD room is, where you should be, at that room. So they're going to open there. We're going to have 2 lines. One's a qualifier line. Now, if you're a qualifier, you're going to show us that on your phone. So you're going to log into MyWFG. The app doesn't seem to work anymore, so try the website. You're going to go to MyWFG, you're going to log in, go to Points and Recruits, and as you come in, you're going to show me your numbers. Boom, qualified. Got it? Sweet. Some of you don't seem excited about that one. All right, anyways. That line is going to go from the left side towards the restroom. The non-qualifiers line is going to go from the right side towards the casino. When you come in there, you just show us you didn't do anything, and we'll let you in. Sweet. Hey, have a little fun, yeah? Laugh at yourself. Say, hey, I may have sucked, but this is the last time I'm going to. Got it? I may not have qualified, but this will be the last time I don't qualify. Yes or no? All right, man, wake up. Sometimes you got to get a little pissed off about where you're at. You either get pissed off or you get pissed off. Only 2 options. So you got to like come out of it a little bit and have some fun tonight. I promise you guys, in my personal opinion, every dollar that you spend will be worth it tonight. And let me remind you of something. Events are not supposed to cost you money. This event will make you a ton of money. Okay, this event should not cost you. I already spent on my ticket, on my hotel. I'm going to go bankrupt before I get this thing moving. No, this shouldn't cost you money. This should make you a ton of money. Make sense? Yes. Okay, and you got to get in there tonight. So we're going to open the doors at 6. The event will start at 7, and then our goal is to end around 9. Sweet? And I know some of you are like, oh, this is so long. Anybody feel that way? Hey, I'll tell you what's more long is 40 more years of your job if you can't figure this thing out. Got it? All right, back to you, James.
You know, some of us have been around for a while. We used to have a thing that we used to do called Fight for the Front. Natalie, remember Fight for the Front? Fight to get in? Yeah? We used to have people literally sleep under the stage at events to try to get in the room first. We used to have people that would lay across as many seats as they could. I'm short, so I get like 2 1/4. But Jay would get like 6, right? We used to have people that used to do that stuff. You guys need to fight to be in that room. There's only 400 and something seats. You guys need to fight to be in that room, whether you qualified or not. You deserve to be there. You're here to win. You're here to grow.